I'm J.C. Watts Jr., former congressman from the state of Oklahoma, and today I serve as chairman of J.C. Watts Companies. April 19th, 1995, I was introduced to security issues up close and personal as I saw about 20 minutes from where my kids lay their heads every night, 268 lives taken from us in a senseless act of terrorism. September 11, 2001, I again was a member of Congress and saw our nation attacked. I think those two incidents over the last 20 years has raised the conscience level of people all over the globe concerning safety and security.
Dr. Wayne Jones, and I'm president of IGRIS LLC. Work on this project actually began in the early 1960s. When both myself and Dr. Charles Peters worked at Naval Research. Later, while working in private research and industry, Dr. Peters accepted a contract to build a system that would detect and identify chemical weapons and explosive materials. We can identify any organic material, that is one which is comprised of carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen. We can also identify materials that are comprised of one of these substances, such as, for example, nitrogen and oxygen in ammonium nitrate, carbon in diesel fuel, or oxygen by itself. We chose an associated particle time of flight method to improve the system, and this became the primary method of detecting and identifying substances. To my knowledge, there are no other systems that use this method. We first developed this method in the 1960s and 70s for the U.S. Department of Defense, and since that time we have perfected it using improved technological methods so that we now have a system which is both accurate and fast.
I'm Cliff Boggs. Welcome to Altair Product Design, where we use simulation to bring ideas to life. Altair Product Design met Container Scan and IGRIS about 3 years ago. During that time, we've been commercializing the product such that it can be operational throughout the world. Some examples of products that we've developed using this approach include the Altair bus. This is a bus that we developed completely in-house. We've assisted the European Space Agency in the Mars lander. We've done work on components of the car. We've done work on whole vehicles. We're very confident that the simulation techniques we use will provide accurate results.
My name is Jeff Hopkins. I am the program manager for the Container Scan program featuring the IGRIS technology. One of the great things about working at Altair is I get to work on a lot of diverse projects, and this certainly is one of them.
Service is a big part of the solution. We want to be able to have this be serviced by local people with local skill sets.
We've designed the container housing this scanner so that entry-level technicians can service this unit with very little trouble. When servicing the IGRIS scanner, technicians will be working in an airlock, climate-controlled environment.
My name is Ron Williamson. I'm a lead project engineer at Altair Product Design. My involvement on this project is taking the pieces of the puzzle and putting them all together for a final design that can be delivered and meets the IGRIS requirements. I work closely with the analytical team to make things structurally sound.
The IGRIS scanner layout has a very small footprint, about 140 square meters.
Potential environments for the scanner range from the Arctic Circle. It could be in the middle of Dallas. It has to be functional in each of these environments.
Not the intended purpose of the IGRIS system to create images.
The IGRIS scanner is very easy to operate. The technician will be presented with a simple red or green light, meaning pass or fail.
Anyone with a high school degree should have no trouble in operating this equipment.
Pass, fail, that simple.
We can also assign other colors such as yellow or orange to identify other particular products.
Its output's highly customizable to meet the client's needs.
You all wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be here today had it not been for DoD's vetting of IGRIS.
The IGRIS scanner did perform as it was intended for the Defense Department.
You know, Dr. Jones literally has thought through, analyzed through, and has engineered a system that says we can do what 747s did for transportation.
We identify a substance by producing neutrons which interact with the substance to produce gamma rays, which are detected in a large detector array. The energy of the gamma identifies the substance, and the number of gammas tells how much of the substance there is.
We found that the target was right about 35 to 40 nanoseconds.
That corresponds
To about 200 centimeters.
Okay.
And if you measure the target in the car that we're testing, the target is about 200 centimeters from the neutron generator.
You know how we identify the location where the object is located. We measure the time of travel of the neutron from the generator to the target and the time of travel of the gamma ray from the target to the detector. Putting these two travel times together allows us to calculate the position at which the interaction occurred and therefore develop a three-dimensional profile of the target system.
Altair Product Design is committed to container scan for the development of a functioning scanner.
The relationship with Altair and Container Scan is truly a marriage made in heaven. Two innovative companies that are focused on pushing the boundaries of technology.
You can also use it in the medical industry as well as the military industry for detecting specific things.
I think the coolest thing about this scanner is that the possibilities are endless.
Altair is a global company and it has many offices across the world. Its customers are multinational and are equally global in nature.
We can give you 99% certainty. We can do it in less time than you're currently doing it. You know, any country, Panama, Nigeria, the United States, we all may have different security needs, but the two things that's universal, that's global, that the world is looking for, they're looking for certainty and they're looking for efficiencies. And IGRIS creates both.